Welcome to today's class. Well, intense negative emotions are really something that we have been that we know anyway as humans, but in these times that we're living in, it's sometimes extremely challenging, isn't it? So also depression is a theme because that's just another direction of this. Anyway, the important thing is to not suppress these emotions, to acknowledge them and to let them go. So what can you do? A healthy outlet is something important, something that's always helpful. So creative, artistic, but also physical. Physically is really important, and to just punch maybe sometimes a good idea, but really to process everything is, in my experience and with my students, something that helps you for a longer, in the long run anyway, and more consistently. So anyway, you know what to do, and we see what we can do for our physical body to support it. That was the contraction getting up. Okay, little toe in line with your hips or muscle line, little fingers in line with your shoulders, nose, sternum, navel, pubic bone in line, sit bones together, and then it's like a fountain energy through the head. Knees relaxed, elbows relaxed, ribs together, navel towards your spine, and we're starting with the reaffirmation of the upper arms. Therefore, you've got your arms hanging loosely by your sides, and then turn the palms to the front, lengthening everything, little fingers towards your thumbs, and it's all lengthening, lengthening and releasing. And one more time, lengthening here, little fingers towards the thumbs, everything's long, lengthening, ribs together, everything's long, and release. Okay, now other way, in reverse. We've got the palms looking to the back, thumbs towards the little fingers. Your fingers always stay long, lengthening, ribs together, lengthening behind your neck, and release. One more time, thumbs towards the little fingers, everything's long, lengthen, lengthening, and release. Okay, so now we go to the end of the mat and stretch our back. Those exercises are set, and then I have no clue what the guides say what we're doing. So sit bones together, lengthening everything, and slowly down we go. Lengthening, just lengthening here. Oh, okay. Of course, you can bend your legs, you can put some books or yoga blocks underneath, whatever you need to reach the floor, or you put a chair there, no problem, yes? So breathe in, on the out breath, lengthen sit bones to your head, lengthening, okay? No pushing too much, breathe in. It's the thought mainly, sit bones, lengthening, and release. Breathing in, and lengthening, and releasing, and I'll do one more, and lengthening, and release, and just let the blood flow back, breathing. Okay, good. Now repeat this, and we look at the little finger, and it's our arm floating, lengthening, but really what we're doing is we turn the upper body. So the hips stay parallel to the floor, lengthening, and lengthening, navel in. Okay, one more time. Lengthen. And lengthening. And release. And just let the blood flow back. Wow. Okay. Good. Now from here, yes, we're doing the stability exercise, which they introduced a year ago to help us with our physical stability. Of course, lower back, hip, yeah, an issue for many, especially in winter. But also, it helps us to project the stability in the outside world. And in these unstable times, I'm sure we can all use that, right? So, the hips are parallel to the floor, same thing as before. You can be in that same position. All that you do is bending your upper leg. You can bend the rest, yes, as we just mentioned. But that is definitely bend, and now you think of lengthening the three lines, center line and the sides of your body, and then just relax. Okay, and just let the blood flow back. Okay, breathe in. Other side. You keep the leg up there for as long as you notice that your thoughts make a difference, yeah, that you can feel more space. If you can't feel that anymore, there's no change, change legs. So maintain a little longer on one side than on the other, okay, but that's perfectly fine. So now we're trying to lengthen a little bit more. And normally I would just send energy through, but with my contraction, this is not a good idea. Holding is no good. So I'm doing it a little dynamic today. And back. And again, lengthening. And I will do one more. You go as you think is right for you, right? So either this way or the way that I demonstrated with the bent legs, okay, which is the original way that this exercise has been designed. So, it's like other leg lengthening. Try to really keep these three lines, center line and the two lines at the side. Okay. And release. Okay, the other thing is that your hips need to stay parallel. I'm not sure whether I was a little out of line at the end. Okay, just relaxing the back. Okay, and just head down. I just need to loosen up a little bit there. But there's of course more that you can be doing. For example, stretching out. Or give your energy field a shake, three-dimensional with your arms, everything here. Yeah. Okay, so whatever you need. Also, do a little massage, yes? I always like to massage here where the nerve endings are. I notice those. So that's fine, just a little bit on that spot wherever it hurts you. It's like a dissolving out. Yeah, that's like shiatsu massage works in that way, I was told. Okay, so they tell me that what we're doing now is, what is it called? Okay, we do this either on the underarms or rolling on the balls of your feet. There we go. Yeah, so we're on the underarms and little toes in line. You can also do it in plank position, which I will demonstrate afterwards. So we're here, lengthening. Very important is the fountain. Yeah, the fountain is what keeps me in that length. So this is the preparation to roll with both legs. into that heel, lengthening, lengthening, lengthening. Keep long behind your neck. Yeah? This is why I'm always looking down, thinking very much about the fountain energy through the crown of the head, and here we go. And of course you can just relax your back and then have the energy flowing through. If you can do the plank position, I always suggest that you do both variations to see what works best for you, yeah? But if you can do the plank position and know the exercise, of course, when I'm doing the underarm demonstration, you can straight away do the right thing for you, yeah? But otherwise, I always think we can gain from both, or benefit from both variations. So, little toes in line with the fingers, diagonal line, and you always start with warming up your calves like 3 times, and then one leg. And of course, you can do just like one leg if you start, take a break, and then again start other leg with the other leg. And you don't have to do the preparation from the beginning every time. Yeah, you just do that first time, and then you continue with the legs. If you are bored, if you can do that, you send a little bit of energy through the heel and the main energy, obviously, through the fountain to maintain that shape. You can actually, I start with the left so you can see it, lengthen here. Now you open, come back, and then you roll back, put the leg down. Leg up, roll back, open, back to position, roll back, lower your leg. Up, back, open, and here. Up, back, open, come back, and lower. Okay, now relaxing the back, or what I always need, having the blood flow back. Okay, so what's next? We're doing the mermaid. Okay, we'll do that a lot lately, interesting. Little finger in line with the elbow, hips and heels in line, and I'm over crossing. Now from here, you don't have to stretch the entire body. If you start from the sit bones to the head, nothing to do with the arm, you can do this, yes? And then eventually lengthen. Okay, I always like to do 3, so again, sit bones, head, lengthening, and here we go. One more time, breathing in. And lengthening, up, and lower. Okay, now, the other movements here, not necessarily more difficult, so I always suggest try everything, yeah? Unless you've got the feeling that, no, this is not for me. That's right. So bending means it goes back and not this way. So this is why your fingers need to point that way. Same position and same way, sit bones, head, nothing to do with the arm. You can either bend or lengthen here. Okay, now I'm in the right position, and bend your elbow while keep lengthening here. Bending the elbow and the legs, and the upper body is always, fountain is always active. So we've got the weight off the legs, very important one. Breathing in and lengthening up. And I like to do a little balance. It's always a temptation for me to see if the energy from the center through everything really, really works. And listen. Relaxing. Listen to the body. That was it, yes. Okay, so on the other side, little fingers in line with the elbow. Again, elbow, hips, heels, and crossing over. Okay, breathing in. And either here or here, lengthening and releasing. Breathing in, and again lengthening, up, and always think your butt a little forward because it likes to be back, and up, and releasing. Okay, so now from here, breathing in, on the out breath, lengthening. And lowering, and of course, as you know, you're perfectly Fine, do this, okay? Lengthening and releasing. Always bending here, lengthening last time. Breathing in on the out breath. We're here, lengthening up. Everything's long. Oh yeah, that's much better. And release. Okay, good. So now just relaxing the back. As you know me, I need a little bit more, but of course you choose the variation that's appropriate for you right now. And if your body does something weird, allow it to do that if it feels good, necessary. Okay, so stay here, and I'd say, okay, what do you want? Bridges. Oh, that's surprising. Okay. Okay. So now we've got the little toes in line with your hips, almost line, head is on the floor. Yes, on the mat. Arms next to your body, breathing in through your nose. On the out breath, sit bones, lengthening, everything's up. And just lower, lengthening. Okay, breathing in. And one more time, butt up. Now think your butt lengthening into your knees and also at the front of the body, thighs, and then you notice how your thighs are lengthened and the energy is out. Yeah, and of course we've always got our fountain working. Now I've got 3 variations with the legs which are building up. So you can always go back to the variation before. And of course, if that's enough for you, because you're new here, fine. You know, you just try to lift and you go down. That's fine. Okay, so the leg goes up, not necessarily here, it can be here. It's sit bone here, in line with your heel. So whatever your leg looks like in the mean, in between, doesn't matter. Okay, lengthen. This is because I'm stretching the back of the leg and the front. Yeah? So, coming up into the bridge first, lengthening the leg, and back, front, lower, and here we go. Okay. So the next variation is coming up, lengthening, flex, now lengthen, everything's long, lower until you reach the height of the other thigh, bending in your leg, and lower. Breathing in, and up we go into the bridge, and lengthen your leg, and a little flex. Now lower until you reach the height of the other thigh. Always have in mind that your little toe is in line with your hip or muscle line, and of course sit bone heel. Okay, so variation number 3. Of course you can take breaks in between, especially when you're new here. Please do that, right? And lengthening and flex. And now you lower. And then the interesting thing is to lengthen more the upper body, meaning more energy through the fountain, and then you can think of like a bigger circle to come up. Yeah, we always need to think our movements in circles, and each movement is bigger than the one before, and this is what maintains your muscle coordination so that you don't, drip, you don't dip. Okay, up and lengthening, in line, little toe in line with your hips. In my case, or muscle line maybe for you, lengthening and up, and bend, and lower. Yes, and now we really need a break, so just take your legs in, some massage. I need a little bit more, so I move my knees very gently here, and then from side to side. That really helps massaging the back. But it's not enough still. Okay, so a little bit more. Yes, and now of course, I was thinking we get to do this, that we need to do some really work from the center, so to get these emotions out, yeah, and really expressed, of course. So, okay, the little toes in line with the hips or muscle line, and then you take your hands behind your neck. Now breathing in and just lengthening, coming up. Okay, breathing in and lengthening to go down. So it's always the biggest possible circle. Now sit bones to your head, lengthening, coming up. Breathing in and lengthening. I'm a bit slower today because I need to feel there is a certain muscle that has been pulled in my neck, and of course you notice that, and then you try to approach it a little bit gentler, yeah, with a little bit less energy. Okay, now take your legs in, breathing in, sit bones towards your head, coming up, biggest possible circle, and now lengthen your legs. And of course, saying lengthening, you can bend them, sit bones, head and heels, that's one line, so perfect, perfect, and perfect. Everything perfect. So fine. Just lengthening, lengthening, in and release. Okay. From here, breathing in. And sit bones towards your head, coming up. And lengthening. Navel in. And just turn. This is the reaffirmation of your upper thighs. So you've got your heels still together, but you open the toes. And of course, it's the same thing when you've got bent legs. Yeah? Same thing, no problem. All fine here. Just lengthen. And you don't have to do so many. You can do one and take a break, especially when you're new. Yeah, so always take it easy. Sit bones towards your head. It's so important to really try to do everything accurate and to feel your body, to communicate, to allow it to give you feedback, how it feels, yes? Okay, now from here, I'm turning my hips slightly. So because of my sit bones and navel in, I can turn, I've got a little bit of space here, so I can turn. It's not lifting it up, this is lifting it up. See, you're shortening your abs. No, I'm lengthening my abs, and I can, like this, use them very much in depth. The other way would be using them more on the surface, yeah? Try it for yourself, so you feel it and you feel the difference. That's always what I like to suggest, so that you know how it feels, what it is, and then of course also which effect it has. Okay, now sit bones, head lengthening. If there is a little tension, you can always, with your head, push against the hands, yeah? So now we're lengthening the legs. Whenever the navel comes out, this is where it ends. So you may not get to stretch the legs, no problem, yeah? And this is how much you could actually go, meaning sit bone in line with your heels, so not on the floor, and of course hip or muscle line in line with your little toe, okay? I continue, I'll be doing A, they tell me. If this seems right for you, you do it. If it doesn't, you do whatever you're told. I would not do, or I would not suggest to do more than 10, right? Because we're doing some more. But less, of course, you can always do less. This kind of exercise is about going slowly, experiencing the body, finding out how much strength you've got here and can use. And it's not about just having an agenda and just pushing it through, okay? So I've got 2 more. It's about feeling and being concentrated, focused, which is meditation, on what you're doing. So you really relax. can do it with full concentration and focus. Okay, sit bones, head, and this is what gives you the results anyway. Okay, now I'm repeating, and I'm turning towards the leg, the bent leg, and like this I'm noticing that I use all the layers of my abs and lengthen. And this is so interesting because the guide's just saying, yeah, you know, this is why you've got the contraction so much in depth, because we've been working through all the layers of the muscles trying to get the contraction out. So it was so interesting. And release. And we're now at the innermost muscles layer, so really interesting. Okay, and they say we're doing a little bit more. So this is the same thing. Got your legs up and you go circularly down and up. And the important thing is going down is easy, gravitation, hello, here we come. But when you go up, you need to lengthen your upper body, yes? So make sure you only go as far down as you can actually lengthen and have your navel in. So maybe you just want to try a little bit if you have not done that before. Yeah, okay, so coming up here. And then it's like one leg lengthening and coming up, navel in. So this would be actually the maximum. Yeah, the line that we just had before in the other exercises. Sit bone in line with your heel. That's the longest one. Okay, and again, lengthening and lengthening. And one more time, lengthening and lengthening and lengthening and lengthening and lengthening. Okay, we do 4 more. Lengthen and back and lengthen. I'm just slowing down wherever I need to find out a little bit more of how my muscles, where the contraction is, are doing and how I can see them going really slow. That's a little pain, tension, to see what I can do to release the tension. And lengthening. See, the other leg is just floating, basically. Okay. And relax. So this is why it's so important to feel. Yes, because you can do so much in your body. And you get to know it so much more in depth. And that's really helpful. And then you need to find the right practitioners who can work together with you and with your body. Okay. There's a little more that we have to do on all fours, I was told. So here we are. Little toes in line with little fingers, navel towards your spine. I'm always looking about where my fingertips are, because I want to have my neck long. Yeah, and we have so many problems like with this. You know, that's not helpful. Okay, now again we're lengthening the legs, so this seems to be important. And it is to give you a platform to stand on, to give you a standing, is what the guide's saying. Okay, so yeah, maybe you'd like to comment if that's important. Seems to be important, otherwise they would not mention it. They are very efficient anyway. So I'm lengthening one leg and coming back. Important, you've got your hips parallel, lengthening and back we go. And lengthening and one more lengthening. lengthen. Yes, really important to when you've got it long, to just feel a moment if there's anything anywhere in your back, in your leg, where it could be a little longer. Now you can take a little break, or you can continue with adding the opposite arm. Lengthening. 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 Make sure that there is no tension in your wrist. Breathe through your fingertips. Yeah, through your fingertips. Through your fingertips. And through your fingertips. Okay. Now I just feel I need to lengthen a little bit more. Okay. And have the blood flowing back. Yeah, and the guys are saying, well done, applause, you're good. So you can just relax a little bit, so do whatever you need to finish the class, I wanted to say. Sorry. Okay. Yeah, sometimes your body interferes and it's important to allow it this. Yes, so you've just seen it live. Thank you very, very much for participating in today's class and for being here. And of course, it would be so much appreciated to subscribe to the channel, also to my weekly energy updates, weather forecast for energy on YouTube, Hike About It, and the daily dose on Instagram at Hike About. I'm sure we can all use some support, some help, and more than anything, some love and community in these times. So let's get together. Lots and lots of love, and I'll see you for the next